Aquarius, how you doing? So we are here today with your last half of August, but it is the 19th today for me, so the 19th, so pretty much on your march, get set, go! Go! So what we're looking into is forcing energy, and I am looking into stem cells, but really fine-tweaking your transmission radio. So how that pretty much works is your vibration, how you can fine-tune anything, and the keys of success of the High Priestess of Pandora's box, the Pandora's box that holds the secret and the depth within you of your vibration, of your transmission. So how we transmute energy is from one to another, but how you can fine-tweak your own transmission to find yourself. That's the High Priestess. So we're kind of discovering that, but there will be a card that will appear at the end if you want to watch that. There is a video that leads you to a video that will explain a lot of things about a reading that I do offer during Skype, okay? But that is one of the offers. Okay, but I also got a song for you, which is George Baker, Little Green Bag, which is looking back on the track, got a little green bag. Gotta find just a kind of losing my mind. Out of sight in the night, out of sight in the day. Looking back on the track, gonna do it my way. So there might be a project that you're looking into that you want to do it your way, or something to go your way, or you want something to come your way or go your way, something like that. But looking for some happiness, but there is a solo loneliness to find. Turn to the left, turn to the right, looking upstairs, looking behind, or something. So that is the song, but it is Little Green Bag. Looking back on the track for a little green bag. So you might be making tracks. Yeah, you might be making tracks, but let's see. So if people don't know me, I am a spirit channeler and I have a far reach. So sometimes when I'm speaking, if I'm really hitting the nail on the head for you, that's an opportunity for you to reach out to get a personal message that is represented here that's focused on you. The fine tweaking of the focus is the focus. You might be driving a Ford Focus or looking into a Focus or focusing on something, or someone is you, Aquarius. But let's see, or fine tuning something. But let's see, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. So an ending. So when I was pre-shuffling, you did have the Ten of Wands. Okay. So it kind of represents the same. Representation is what I picked up. Representing yourself after an ending of something. So it's also good. There's also a dark and light side to anything. Okay. So normally this is a bit like it can be Pisces and it can be Virgo, because the dark side and the light side, which is also the Fool. Okay. But after that is a new journey. There's no more mind games that's being played, and you're doing something your own way. Someone's gone their own way and you've gone your way, or whatever that might be, whatever that is relating to. There's a dark cloud that's approaching a new beginning. There's a dawn of the dead. I don't know why I picked that up. Dawn of the dead. You might have had, I only say dead because it's like Scorpio card, but Scorpio might have been involved. Dawn of the dead. But there's a new dawn. There's an awakening. There's something that where you're not playing mind games anymore. This is like when you look into fighting, you always need to watch your back. So someone's got your back, or you've got your own back with a little green bag or something. Okay. So working extremely hard on a project, I'm picking up. Like working now is like, it's freed up energy now. You can work on something. So you've got Leo, strength. So it's building up strength. It's fine tweaking one's transmission. So this is what we also go into. We go into your action response of triggering. It's so important, steps that people miss, why they run into the same circumstances. So I think that there might be an avoidance of trying not to run into a same certain circumstance. Now, you might be working on a project with a Leo or for a Leo, but you've got 2 8s. So the universe is saying that what you're picking up signals from is real. There's a reality check for some people, like a reality check. So that might be the little green bag check. It's like some of you could be at a checkout or checking someone out is what I'm picking up, but the universe has got your back. So it might be like a little green bag, but you've got your bag of tools of what we use. So checks and balances always works well. But someone's got your back. Could be a Leo, could be earth sign, air sign, anything. but it seems to me like you might have your own back. You might be watching your back, or someone might be coming back, okay, or wanting to come back. But there's something about back is what I'm picking up, back. So someone could have back pain because they work hard and they're kind of like bending over all day, which could be like on a computer or a project or writing, which we do go into, okay? But someone's got your back and someone might be coming back. It's like, shall I approach? Cats are like mirrors. They're very sensitive and tentative. Very nice energy, Leo. But as a cat, okay, they try to seek the higher ground of whether they want to approach, okay, approaching energy. So there's someone that's got your back that might want to approach. Now this could be you, or you want to approach someone. You could have this in your chart somewhere. But someone's approaching. It's like the dawn is, there's a new day dawned and someone now wants to approach. Now that might be with an idea that they have that they think that is very good and they want to work on it with you, okay? So it might be a working relationship, either with oneself and you're working well, or there's a Leo that wants to approach you for a subject matter. There's a subject matter. There's a matter at hand. Matter. A matter. Because the universe, regardless, is saying yes. It's like, yes. So you've got a no. You've got a yes and a no. You've got, wow. So you've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So this is 3 is the magic number. So some of you have turned your back on a Leo altogether. Some of you are facing court. Some of you could be facing court, or some of you are facing a decision, or they're facing a decision at court, or family court, or work. But it's facing a decision on working. There's a lot of working. 11, which is 2, which is a lot of deciding. Projects all at hand. Some of you are facing marriage counselling, or wondering whether to renew one's vows if you're married. If you're separated, there might be a discussion about children and like co-parenting situation for some of you. Some of you, it might just be family members that are wanting your advice, but they're wanting an equal balance of how to work with you. If that's family or children, there needs to be an equilibrium of fine-tuning your transmission also. So it might also be a car, but transmuting one's energy well to work with others. So it's learning, it's also teaching. Someone is also a teacher. So it can either be spiritual teacher or a teacher of public service. Anything that's to do with public, there is some kind of teaching matter that someone's interested in trying to find out. The Queen of Swords tries to find out something, but she also cuts things out, but she also remains fair and balanced. So it's like Libra energy, but it can be in Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there is a back-to-back with a Leo and a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's like, I've got your back. It's like, I want you, I got you back, God, I want you back. Bam, 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 bam. Banana-rama, right? Don't know what you got to do, I want you back. Someone wants you back and someone's got your back. It's like someone's got your back up. If you're this Queen of Swords, okay, and you're cutting people out or cutting energy off pretty much, then you're turning your back. But it's like someone wants you back, but someone's got your back, but someone's also fearing whether to start something or not. Now, if that's a riot, someone might be trying to start a riot, but someone might see you as a riot. You see, strength would be comedy value as well. You know, it would, because it can also represent built up tension and built up. I also heard like tension, like water retention, but if not, like tension. So someone might want your attention is what I'm picking up. For some of you, you've turned your back on seeking attention altogether and you're working well with others. Some people want your attention back. they liked the attention that you was giving them before, and they want your attention back. And that might be why you're trying to balance out like how much you divide your time. You divide your time well, but you divide your time with either clients, work, clientele, or at work, and then a balance between work and home life. Or I don't know why I'm just not picking up on love. I kind of am. It's like there's a common interest, put it that way. Someone's got a common interest with you. Now that's either a common interest to do with work, or you've got a common interest with someone at work, okay? Or there's a common interest with people that like what you work like with, or how you work with them. There's a common interest, put it that way. But some of you might be like facing judgment because someone might want to come back and work on a relationship with you, okay, that ended before, but they want to come back, but there might be some fear from this energy here because they know that what you're facing is that would be a decision to call upon as an action of response for judgment. So some of you, this might represent in two things. Some of you might have something going on with like family courts or family in general or children, okay? 3 is the magic number. If you're caught in a drama triangle, you will always be in a drama triangle because you will have society. Society beliefs, structure, a way of doing things. There's a way and there's a protocol of something that needs approaching within you or them, okay? But there's a subject matter that might, for some of you, go to court, or some of you, it's just waiting on a decision to come in from tax, or waiting for money to come in, or a review, reviewing a tax return also, like reviewing taxes. And I am picking this up as taxing. Some of you might work for the tax office or something like that, or the family courts if you have family and you say may co-parent, or you just have family in general. There's somebody, whoever as an energy, is asking you to have patience because it's like it's coming. It might be a marriage or a relationship that still represents like the Hierophant, so it might be Taurus, okay? But like it will still represent working. 5s are all still part of the Hierophant of public service, balance, money, people, family courts, jobs, a relationship, a partnership. Someone does want to approach somebody, but like I said, there could be someone that is fearing, because you've got like 2 energies that are facing away from each other, but it's like, well, I'm right behind you. It's like a Punch and Judy. Sorry, but it was kind of picked up. Oh no, you can't. Oh yes, I can. Sorry, I don't know why I had that. But it's like, no, yes, no, yes. It's like, well, what's the answer then? Is it a no or is it yes? Because a no means no and a yes means nest. Yes, but a nest, family nest. But I'm picking up like a maybe. Is there a baby? Like maybe baby. maybe. Or there might be a baby. Or it might just mean that I'm picking up a signal of like family court still. But if this is not relating to any of that, this is like finding courage. Courage. From once was lost from things that have now gone and done and said and it's now over, you're finding courage to work on a project. Now this is very much one of the most spiritual cards in the deck because you work well with yourself and you've got 2 8s. Me personally, I have Aquarius in Venus and I have Aquarius in Mercury, and they're all parts of the 4th house. So Aquarius is, a lot of Aquarius is, they're about renovators and motivators. Motivation of belief of like, what do you call it? Because you don't fear what you feel or say, okay, what you think, being an Aquarius, because you have great vision and can be very, very intelligent. So me personally, right, I have a soul urge number of 8, okay, and you've got 2 8s here, okay, but I have a life path number 7, right, so it's also containment of like your energy needs to be contained so you can it's an outlet. So we do go into that into Patreon, but there's an outlet that you do that will really help you if you follow tier 2. Okay, but I don't want to give too many because people like the tarot. But me personally, I'm relating to my own kind of thing because there's a lot of projects that I'm really adding into things, and this still represents that kind of stuff. It's reflection. There's a lot of it, okay, but it's also containing. It's like containments of ideas of stemming from triggering, a triggered response, very much so through mirroring. Through when you look into cats, they're a reflection of everybody. Because it's also like can be social workers, or you work for the social, or like a psychotherapist. It can also be, you know, because we mirror. So it doesn't have to mean that you are a psychotherapist, but a mirror is a bit like a psychotherapist because they study and they analyze. So there's a studying and an analyzing something, you know. Cats are very intelligent because they study and analyze human behavior. Human behavior of also stem cells and stemming. Cats are a reflection of you, but this energy is a fixed fire sign, so they study before they approach. You know, me personally, I have this in my midhaven, so you can still represent that as any way you like, you know. But there is an element. Some of you could have an elemental child. I picked that up in other readings. Elemental, dear Watson. This elemental, like, it doesn't mean that people are mental. It just means like elemental. There's an elemental approach to an idea. Definitely here, because there's 2 8s. It's the universe. It's saying, what a great project. What a great idea. Ideas stem from 8. 7, 8. Okay? So it's stemming from an idea of mirroring. Triggering and mirroring. A triggered response of mirroring. So some of you might want to, 1, look into that, or 2, some of you are cutting things out where you get a triggered response from a family member or your partner or a child or society in general. You might be cutting things out that give you a triggered response of something that we do learn over on Patreon, okay? The projects that I'm doing. But a triggered response. And trust me, it is absolutely vital, because we look into this card of why 3 is the magic number. There is a process to things of why this happens, and trust me, we reach in depths of fine tweaking your transmission, okay? Because this is the universe, either way, saying there is decisions that have to, 1, either go to court, or there's decisions that need to be made of what job or what project it is that you want to work on. And it might represent here also as one energy of Aquarius, if you take other people out the equation, because this can be cutting things out the equation. But when you cut things out the equation, you become very well balanced, you see, because you're not being triggered by anything. There's not a triggered response, because if this energy is a very good energy, it might mean that you are understanding a lot about what triggers you off, and that you're becoming more balanced and well balanced, that works well with other people and other self, and you could be teaching it. Okay? That's for some. It might just mean that you work for a company or your own company. It still represents like the Hierophant. A company that someone might want to work with you, and they want to give you an offer, and they want to see what it is that you do or what that you have, and they want to accept an offer or give you an offer. This is either someone taking an offer or accepting an offer. Someone could be giving you an offer or accepting an offer from a Libra, and you could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart, but you could be generally seeking, like, wanting someone to approach you, or approaching energy, but an approaching energy of deciding, still deciding, is like, shall I ask someone out or shall I not ask someone out? Or how much time do we have to work on this? Okay, with our children, with our family, with this project. But it might mean that for some of you, it's someone at work that wants to see what you have. Okay, this can be a seeing what you have. What is it that you have to offer? If you relate that to life or love, it's someone that wants to receive what it is that you have to offer. So it's like, you know, asking someone out and what like emotional value. You know, are you in alignment with your assignment? Are you in alignment with the person? You know, finds balance. Are we compatible? Pretty much that way, you know. Are we compatible? There was the King and the Queen of Cups that came out through here, through the pre-shuffle, and the Hierophant and the Chariot. Okay? Because when I've finished pre-shuffling and I turn the cards over, there were loads of great cards underneath. So, you know, but then when we done this, it was different. But we'll see. But there could be like travel involved for some people. But I'm picking it up generally of like someone wants to see what you have to offer, but the universe also wants you to remain tolerant and also balanced and well balanced, because some people could be seeking you out and looking at you as a well balanced person, as an opportunity of that they want to work with you or work on a project, or they just want to, because there's a lot of learning and teaching. Both of these, like, learn and teach, okay, both of them. So you might be learning or studying, or learning and studying and giving that to other people, okay. But it's also watched by karma, so it's creating a balance also of working well. There's a lot of balanced structure here too. So how you can also look at this, okay, if you look into your soul urge number, like I said, mine's 8, but if you look into yours, mine, it relates to my rising sign of Ketu Rahu, but rising sign in Vedic is Libra because of the vowels of my name, and it relates to a 2 here, 2. So that would also relate to the High Priestess of me being a Piscean. You know, you can add loads of stuff up through numerology and numbers and stuff, and through a soul urge number 2. You know. Because it's like I have a Gemini in my birth chart, but in Vedic I have this as rising, you see. So I'm trying not to talk about myself, but I'm trying to give, like, you know, how that does also work. Someone works well, they work hard, you know, they put a lot of effort and energy into the work, you know, they do. But if you relate this to your energy, you're a very good energy of support for people also. A very good energy of support, and that you would work very well with people, and that you would be a very good partner because you would hold on to them, you know. But for some of you that are not relating to that, some of you are turning your back on things here, or there is, but it's still facing like an equilibrium of balance. There might be two interests that people have. That is, one could be a Leo and one could be a Libra or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but these could be other people that that are watching you, or you're watching. You know, someone's watching, someone's watching. But there is also, like, this is also public broadcasting. This is very much public broadcasting and stuff. You know, people that do motivational life coaching and stuff like that. You know, but broadcasting something, broadcasting an idea, broadcasting something spiritually, or broadcasting at work, or doing where you basically just work for the public. People come to you for advice as well. This is an advisor, a spiritual advisor, or an advisor, and this is someone that comes that's more the wiser, not a miser that comes in that's more wiser. You see, so if you look at it as representation of yourself, you're seen as someone that's very well balanced, and that you are wiser, but you are like, it can be a spiritual life coach, it can be spiritual, it can be someone that's very well balanced with advice. This is someone that stands up and gives people advice. So there could be advisors that are advising people at court, or spiritually, or for family courts, or for taxes, or for money, or for corporate. This is corporate stuff also. People that run their own businesses, but I mean, yours work for the tax, so you know. But someone could be asking for tax, or could be taxing at the same time. Something could be taxing, but it's hard work, but it's becoming balanced and it's bringing in things. It depends on how all these are clarified in the other card. Okay, so that is, it's weird. It's like it's kind of like a balanced energy of like seeking things out. Like, I think a lot of things have ended in people's lives in general, and the energy is now freed up. And what people are really concentrated on is like work and projects and stuff like that. And it's like, one, that you have opportunities of now where you're freed energy in order to find and seek a partnership out, okay, because it still comes from 7, which is checks and balances, figuring out your partner. 1 in 7, okay, so it still relates to Veda, but 7. But you go to an 8, which is like still seeking after things have ended. The day of reckoning is the 8th day. You know, 7 days is the 7th day of rest, and the 8th day is where we were given free reins of the universe to see what we would do with it. So there is an ending of an awakening of where people have ended things, and the karmic scales are now being balanced through this energy. And now this is the reckoning. What do you reckon to a new partnership? What do you reckon to a new person? What do you reckon to a new project? What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Someone's saying, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Do you want to work together? Do you want to do this together? Learning, teaching, learning, giving, sharing, equality, also balance. So what we're going to do is we'll go over to Patreon. So the card should come here and here somewhere. They will give you a video on Patreon. They will give you a video also of fine tweaking your transmission, and that you can look into a Skype call. I've had some great feedback through Skype calls, because I give people homework and it's just magically worked for people. It's really working out. But I'm also doing loads of projects that I've got underhand for stuff to talk about, but they were going to be done soon. It's a fine line, fine tweaking your transmission, the 3 magic number, writing and stuff. So we're going to do all that kind of thing. But there's a lot of mirroring, balance, focusing your third eye, and how you can work on your transmission of your third eye. It's all still going to relate to 1, but there's going to be something that I'm going to do of how you can balance your own third eye out, but also, sorry if I can get it out, also how you can visualize things that open your own third eye just by you doing a certain process in your mind. That's how I started to become that. Okay, so that will be another project. There are loads of old videos over in tier 2 if you want that, but there is a new one, and there will be further more new ones, but that does explain it in that video. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw more cards here, clarify everything, and see what everything's about in the bigger picture. Okay, but all the links will be below. You can still find it on Vimeo. It'll be in your bi-weekly folder if you just want to watch the rest of it. But if not, thank you very much for watching, Aquarius. If you would please kind of like, share and subscribe, hit the bell. Thank you very much. And let's see what's going to happen with the rest of the reading. Okay, guys, thanks very much. I'll see you again soon. Peace.